The third idea I wanted to share with you is that music, paradoxically, I think even more than words, it's one of the very best ways we have of showing who we really are. I love giving talks, although strangely I feel more nervous giving talks than playing music. If I were here playing cello or playing on a synth or sharing my music with you, I'd be able to show things about myself that I can't tell you in words, more personal things, perhaps deeper things. I think that's true for many of us, and I wanted to give you two examples of how music is one of the most powerful interfaces we have from ourselves to the outside world. The first is a really crazy project that we're building right now called Death and the Powers. And it's a big opera, one of the larger opera projects going on in the world right now. And it's about a man, rich, successful, powerful, who wants to live forever. So he figures out a way to download himself into his environment, actually into a series of books. But so this guy wants to live forever. He downloads himself into his environment. The main singer disappears at the beginning of the opera, and the entire stage becomes the main character. It becomes his legacy. And the opera's about what we can share, what we can pass on to others, to the people we love, and what we can't. Every object in the opera comes alive and is a gigantic music instrument, like the chandelier. It takes up the whole stage. It looks like a chandelier, but it's actually a robotic music instrument. So this, you can see in this prototype, gigantic piano strings. Each string is controlled with a little robotic element, either little bows that stroke the strings, propellers that tickle the strings, acoustic signals that vibrate the strings. We also have an army of robots on stage. These robots are the kind of intermediary between the main character, Simon Powers, and his family. There are a whole series of them, kind of like a Greek chorus. They observe the action. We've designed these square robots that we're testing right now at MIT called OperaBots. These OperaBots follow my music. They follow the characters. They're smart enough, we hope, not to bump into each other. They go off on their own, and then they can also, when you snap, line up exactly the way you'd like to. Even though they're cubes, they actually have a lot of personality. The largest set piece in the opera it's called The System. It's a series of books. Every single book is robotic, so they all move, they all make sound, and when you put them all together, they turn into these walls which have the gesture and the personality of Simon Powers. So he's disappeared, but the whole physical environment becomes this person. This is how he's chosen to represent himself. The books also have high-packed LEDs on the spines, so it's all a display. And here's the great baritone James Maddalena as he enters the system. This is a sneak preview. This premieres in Monaco in September 2009. If by any chance you can't make it, another idea with this project, here's this guy building his legacy through this very unusual form, through music and through the environment. But we're also making this available both online and in public spaces as a way of each of us to use music and images from our lives to make our own legacy or make a legacy of someone we love. So instead of being grand opera, this opera will turn into what we're thinking of as personal opera.